You are watching News of the Week with Shiva. George Floyd protests spread nationwide. 2 days after the death of an unarmed black man, George Floyd, at the hands of a police officer. Protests erupted in at least 5 major US cities. The unrest followed the shock and anger that poured through communities across the country as video of George Floyd's last moments alive circulated on social media. 4 officers involved in the man's death have been fired from the Minneapolis Police Department, but Floyd's family say they want murder charges against them. In Minneapolis, protesters have set a police precinct building on fire. More than 500 troops from the Minnesota National Guard are heading to Minneapolis and St. Paul. Protests were also seen in Memphis, Denver, and Phoenix. Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey, responding to President Trump's tweet, which accused him of weak leadership, responded by saying, "These are difficult times, but the city would come out through this," and underlined that looting and destructions are unacceptable. SpaceX readies first astronaut launch by private firm. Second attempt on Saturday. SpaceX and NASA scheduled a launch of the first orbital human space flight from US soil on Wednesday, since the Space Shuttle program ended in 2011. The flight of the SpaceX Falcon 9, a 230 feet tall rocket filled with 76,000 gallons of explosive fuel and carrying astronauts Bob Behnken and Doug Hurley, was cancelled due to bad weather, with President Trump present in the viewing stands. The mission is rescheduled for May 30. With the scheduled launch, SpaceX aims to propel the US into a historic new era of commercially led space exploration. No company has flown commercially developed hardware carrying humans and connecting with the International Space Station. If successful, it would be a resounding achievement for Space Exploration Technologies Corp., its billionaire founder Elon Musk, and milestone for NASA. Army built up escalating India-China border tensions. Top Indian Army brass took stock of the ground situation with fresh inputs from military operations and intelligence directorates. The Indian Army has enough acclimatized troops now deployed in the high-altitude areas of eastern Ladakh, while battalions along the 3,488 kilometers line of actual control have also cranked up their operational readiness. There are 23 disputed and sensitive areas along the unresolved line of actual control, which witnesses aggressive patrolling and face-offs between troops of the two sides. US President Trump had offered to mediate on the border issue between New Delhi and Beijing in a tweet. India has politely and indirectly turned down the Trump's offer to mediate. China passes a new law to broaden power over Hong Kong. China's rubber stamp parliament, the National People's Congress, has approved a proposal to impose a highly contentious national security law in Hong Kong that critics say threatens fundamental political freedoms and civil liberties in the semi-autonomous territory. The resolution introduced on Thursday bans secession, subversion of state power, terrorism, foreign intervention, and allow mainland China's state security agencies to operate in the city. News of the proposal last week was met with immediate resistance in the city, the protesters taking to the streets and clashing with police. The approval of the law is expected to result in further mass demonstrations, with protest leaders vowing to oppose greater Chinese government influence, whatever the cost. President Trump announced that his administration would end almost all aspects of the American government's special relationships with Hong Kong, including trade and law enforcement. Quick coronavirus updates around the world. As America's COVID-19 death toll crossed the 100,000 mark on Thursday, another 2 million Americans filed for unemployment in the 10th week. Overall, a record 40 million plus people filed joblessness claims since March 21. Houston, Dallas, Nashville, Memphis, Minneapolis, Phoenix, and Omaha all could be at the forefront of the COVID-19 activity. According to a report, the CDC warned that existing COVID-19 antibody tests are too inaccurate to be used to guide reopening policies. Meanwhile, Brazil is the new COVID-19 epicenter with total cases at 347,000 and over 22,000 deaths. Elsewhere, Britain will begin lifting coronavirus restrictions starting Monday in a phased approach, the UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson said. While personal distancing remains in the cards, businesses, schools and socializings are set to slowly be revived, he said. That's all for this week. This is Shiva signing off.